All right, we are finally live. We are on day 229. And last night I did live from the car because I couldn't do all of them. We were trying to drive home, so it was kind of late. I forgot about Instapoop. There's Instagram. So last night we were driving home from Atlanta, and it was raining and icking and the whole 9 yards. Talking about a storm. Wow. But you know what? It's awesome. Good times. Good times indeed. It was an amazing weekend, amazing times, amazing everything. And so I just want to say that it was truly a phenomenal weekend, meeting all the different speakers that were there, being on stage with them, socializing, networking with them, talking about opportunities to help other people. It was a phenomenal weekend indeed. So with that, I wanted to try and stress that those storms on the way home, they were definitely a challenge. And it took longer for me to get home. I mean, it took us close to 16 hours to drive home. I didn't get home until like 8 o'clock this morning. Yeah. And when we left out like 5 o'clock last night. So it was long. But the thing is that we didn't quit. We kept coming. We kept going. We kept the whole 9 yards. It was a challenge getting there, and it was a challenge coming home. But you know what? The point is we didn't give up. Anyways, bear with me on this one here. I already got a question. And I realize that soon we're going to be changing formats. We're going to be focusing more on having a interactive session one time a week. And no, I haven't decided yet on other things, but my goal is still finish out the 365 days of going live, and we are day on or 229, and it's like, you know what, and that's the thing, is that today's topic is your worst day sets your reputation. What you go through shows everybody what you're made out of. Because see, everybody looks disciplined when life is easy. Everybody can get up on stage. Everybody can go to work and try and look like they're their very best. They can take all the nice little selfie pictures and post them on social media and look their best and show off their best and everything like that. Looking focused when life is going perfect for them. But on your worst days, on those days when you look up in the sky and a bird poops in your eye, on those bad days when you wake up and realize that you came out of bed on the wrong side and you stepped in that cat puke, or those bad days when you wake up and you realize your cell phone didn't charge and it shut off instead, and so therefore your alarm never went off and you're 2 hours late to whatever it is you had planned for that day. On those bad days when your bills hit instead of your paycheck, now those are the days that your real patterns show up. Those are the days that the real you show up. Those are the days your real habits show up. Now, the other day I talked about raising your floor instead of raising your hands to the ceiling. Because when you raise the floor, you raise the level that you fall back to. And once again, this falls in that category. Your worst day sets your reputation. On the worst days, depending on how you act or how you react, lets people know what you're made out of. So on those days that you're panicky and life is hitting you hard and touching those character building buttons, what are people going to see? Are they going to see your good habits? Are they going to see your discipline? You know, the things that you put on Facebook all the time? Are they gonna show your emotional control that you post on Facebook all the time? Are they gonna see your character that you post all over on TikTok all the time? Good night, buddy. I love you.
I have to ask you something about it in the morning.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay. It's about the belt rack.
All right, we'll talk about it tomorrow morning. Because see, people think your reputation comes from. Good night, bud. Love you. Your reputation comes from achievements, from what you accomplished. But those achievements only announce you. They only announce what you accomplished. See, I used to play this game called EVE Online, and I'm a very big component for it because there is this thing called a kill board, and in that game, you go around and you shoot other players if you wanted to. I mean, it's really a sandbox MMO, one of the most addicting long-term games out there. I mean, I'll be honest, I love the game. I truly love the game, and I highly recommend it to anybody who wants to play. In fact, I probably have a link somewhere on my websites where if you link on it, you know, I get like some sort of brownie points or something. But long story short, I used to joke about the idea that you only get on the kill boards, you only get recognition for if you shoot another ship and destroy it, or if your ship gets destroyed. They never list the battles you were actually in where either the other ship got away or you got away. And that's the trick right there. That's the trick. Because it only shows whether you won or lost, but doesn't show how you survived. It doesn't show how you carried yourself in that chaos. It doesn't show how you carried yourself when it hurt. It doesn't show how you responded under fire. Now, it doesn't show that you killed somebody because the fight didn't last long enough. They ran away. Or you ran away. And so nobody knows what happened during that battle. Nobody knows what happened. And that's how life is. Oh. I'll share this with you. This is kind of neat. Several months ago, I was in a speaking competition, got third place. Neat, huh? Cool. But wait, in Atlanta, I got recognition. You know, from David Power Talk himself. You know, so I mean that's tight. That's awesome. But see, nobody knows how much effort I had to go through to do that. Nobody knows how many times I stood in front of the bathroom mirror talking to myself. Nobody knows how many times I stood in front of my phone talking to myself, looking like some sort of Fruit Loop. Because see, once again, people only see the final product. They don't see what happens. They don't see you on the worst days when you're working hard towards it, whatever it is that you're working towards. Unless, of course, you actually have a challenging day. And then they see how you react to that challenge. They see how you respond under that fire. But they don't see you practicing towards it. So does your worst day reveal your emotional maturity? Do you panic? Or do you lash out? Guilty. Usually when I'm having a bad day, I tend to get really sarcastic and I say some sarcastic things to people. And if you're one of those people that don't understand sarcasm, it's going to look like I'm lashing out and I'm being very mean, but it's actually pure sarcasm in a joking way. And I mean no disrespect to it, but like I said, if people don't understand how sarcasm works, well, they're going to take it the wrong way. You know? How many people out there tend to try and love to ask stupid questions? What's the answer to that? Anybody? 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 I know there are a couple people on here that know me personally that I can see. Yeah, exactly. Stupid questions get stupid answers. Done. Simple enough. And I hate saying it like that, but stupid questions get stupid answers. Yeah. So your worst day reveals your emotional maturity. Do you panic? Do you lash out? Do you shut down? Do you start blaming people? Do you run and hide and quit? Or do you take deep breaths? Do you take deep breaths and realize that, hey, you know what? I need to stabilize. I need to think. I need to contemplate before I respond. Or the thing I love doing is finishing what I started before I move on to the next. Guilty. I'm not. I'm notorious. I mean, if you look up ADHD in the dictionary, I'm sure there's going to be like a little subline in small letters. Look up OBET because I am the little king of start this project, start that project, start this project, start that project. And my counselor says that the reason behind that is because of the fact that when this project is almost complete and this project almost complete and this project's almost complete and this project's almost complete, I get such a mad rush, adrenaline rush, that it's like somebody who climbs Mount Everest. I get so hyped up, so energetic, so ungodly, like, yeah! That I get so excited about it to get all of those projects done at the same time. That sometimes I fall to the wayside. Or sometimes one little project will go sideways, and then that turns into my worst day. And that's when the sarcasm starts kicking out. And that's when guilty, guilty as charged. Hey, Pastor, this guy here is phenomenal. You guys should go and follow his TikTok. And anyways, I'm guilty as charged. Because when one bad thing happens, I tend to watch as everything else crashes around it. Because I get so focused on that one bad thing, I forget about everything else to focus on that. And then I end up crashing and burning and getting depressed. We all do. But that's how I try and learn how to try and take care of and focus on one thing at a time and keep focused on it. And that when that one thing starts going wrong, I don't forget the other things. I have to keep working on them. But that's also why I try and do what I can to not take on so many projects at once. That's why I'm making my life easier. Shutting down certain things. changing things around so that including more automations, using AI as a tool to take care of 90% of my camera business, using AI as a tool to take care of 70% of my speaking business, using AI as a tool to take care of some of my personal life business. So that all three of these different things can try and take care of and gives me the opportunity to focus on the really important stuff, the things that are needed for a human, as AI puts it. When I get that little alert saying critical error, human needed. And then Lumina goes, oh, Matt, I need you. And she'll send me a little text message letting me know that I have to reset this server. Or I need to go to this McDonald's and find out why this camera's not working. Or I need to call this school back about a potential booking. See, that's the thing is I'm trying to try and learn as well. I'm human, just like you. And our reputation is not built on perfection. It's built on the disciplines we create. It's built on the leadership that we build for ourselves. What? Leadership we build for ourselves? But I'm not a leader. But if you try and make a decision for yourself that you got to get up in the morning, guess what? You're a leader. I hate saying it that way, but you're a leader. If you decide you need to go to work, you're a leader. If you decide you need to get up and make yourself some food, guess what? You're a leader. You just told yourself what to do. Because see, leadership isn't loud. It isn't a title. It isn't when things are good. Leadership is I'm hurting, but I'm still here. I'm still steady. Leadership is I'm tired. And believe me, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. You know, I got back today at 8 o'clock in the morning, and this is a little side note. I got tired at 8 o'clock this morning, 8:30 ish. I slept for a couple hours. I got up, did a little bit of work, went back to sleep for a couple more hours, got up, did a little bit more work, and then I've been trying to stay awake, which has been that effective. Because I mean, I pretty much drove all night long. I mean, yeah, I'm doing what I can to stay awake. But I guarantee you, as soon as I'm done on this live, I think I'm going to post this tomorrow morning because I'm probably just going to go. I'll be in my bedroom sawing logs all night long. And that's the thing. Leadership is I'm tired, but I'm responsible enough to be here. Leadership is I'm stressed, but I'm being respectful to other people's wishes. Leadership is I'm overwhelmed, but I'm still being intentional with my plans. Because see, in all the action adventure movies that you watch out there, people follow the hero. Why? Because he stays calm in the chaos. And you know what? The other night, I actually came up with this really cool metaphor before I went on stage, and I used it the other night, and it's epic. I've been trying to copy and paste all the videos because a whole bunch of people from my group were there, and we were trying. I've been copying and pasting and pulling out different people's videos and editing and stuff like that so that I got everybody's video out there. And you know what? when I went on stage, I didn't realize that I actually pulled out one of the metaphors I just thought about the other day, that I run on caffeine, chaos, and courage. And I'm all out of caffeine. And it was awesome. It was awesome. Awesome possum. Yeah, this is coffee at 10:30 at night. Probably not a wise idea, but I'm already tired. That's not going to work on me. See me sitting over there in a corner about 2 o'clock in the morning. You gotta believe in the wow! Right? Right. That's right. See, people follow the people who stay calm in the chaos in those movies because that's reputation. That's reputation. And those heroes, those people are having bad days. How many people here watch Fifth Element? That's actually one of my most favoriteest movies. Poor movie. Bruce Willis is in it. And all he wants is some headache medicine. The guy had some crazy chick dropping his cab. All he's doing is driving a cab for a living. He had some crazy girl that doesn't even speak English. She knows how to speak English. Dropped in his cab. Gets chased by police. Drops her off. Doesn't even get paid for it. And all he wants is some aspirin because he's got a real bad headache. And he ends up saving the universe. Why? Because he knew how to stay calm in the chaos. He knew that there was a job to get done. He was tired, but he was still responsible. He was stressed, but he was still respectful to everybody around him. He was overwhelmed, but he still did things intentional. And people followed him because he remained calm in the chaos. That's reputation. Because your worst days proves your values. Your worst days, they try and show up. Because values don't matter when life is easy. Life is easy at times and nobody really cares. They look at it and they just like it. Hey, great job. You're at Disney. All right. Like. Great job. You're out at the beach. Like. Great job. You're at work drinking your $8 coffee. 35-cent coffee here. It's not how much money you make. It's how much money you keep. Let them people go on strike. They're probably work impaired anyways. See, values don't matter when life is easy. Values matter when life is inconvenient. And your worst day shows what your priorities are. Your worst day shows what you deem important. They show what you deem important enough to protect. What's important to you? Are your dreams important to you? Is your destiny important to you? Or is watching football important to you? Or is sitting there playing video games important to you all day long? What's important to you? What do you protect? What do you refuse to compromise on? There's so many people out there. Oh, I don't try and do this. I don't do that. I don't do this. Well, you know what? Well, what do you do? What do you stand for? What do you stand on? Even when you're shaking? What values do you have to prove your morals? What do you refuse to compromise on? Because values matter when life is inconvenient. When you're neck deep in BS going on around you, what are you doing to take care of the important stuff? Your reputation simply is your values under pressure. It's basically your credibility test. See, anyone can walk around saying, "Look at how strong I am." Well, I go to the gym 5 days a week and I try and work out. I bench press 200 pounds and whatever. And today's leg day and I do 900 pounds of my legs and I this, I that, blah, 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 blah. Anybody can go around bragging crap. I can bench press 1,000 pounds too. I just take the sand out of little plastic weight things and I can try and just put them on there and put like 10 to 100 pound, weights on there that just make sure that they're empty. I mean, they're only plastic anyways. I need to go. Boop, 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 boop. Check it me out. I look like Wimpy, Wimpy, Wimpy. Hand me a cheeseburger. I would gladly pay for a cheeseburger today, but I'll pay you second Tuesday of next week. Anyone can talk. Anyone can post. Anyone can pretend that they have strength in them. Anyone can pretend that they have credibility. Anyone can pretend that they can do this or do that or do whatever. Especially on the good days. But on the bad days, on the days when life kicks you down and starts running you through the mud, those days are what actually pull the real reputation out of you. Those days are what actually pull the real credibility out on you. Those days pull the real moral values out on you. Those are the days that show me who you really are. Those are the days that show people who you really are and what you really stand for. Because I'm sure you've seen the movies where you got the hero and you got the sub-hero that's always throughout there saying, "Oh well, he's useless, he's that, and but yet look at me, I should be the god, I should be the girl's best, whatever. I mean, I should be the God's gift to the girls or whatever like that." And then when crap hits the fan, what happens? He's running and hiding in a boat somewhere. While the real hero, the guy that he was putting down throughout the whole movie, is the one saving the universe. Because when life hits you and throws you down into a pit, the one who gets out of the pit is the one that shows the credibility. It's like that mule that falls down a well and starts crying hysterical. "Oh, I fell in a well. I'm going to die. Ah." And the farmer is like, "Oh my God, the mule is so loud. It's annoying. I got to shut him up," and starts throwing dirt down the well. And the mule is freaking out because all the dirt's stacking up around him. He's getting buried alive. Until finally the mule realizes, if I just shake the dirt off and step on it, with each shovel that comes down, he shakes the dirt off and steps up. Sooner or later, there's going to be enough dirt that fell on him that he shook off. He's just going to be able to jump right up out of that well, because he'll have climbed up out of that well with the dirt that was trying to bury him. See, when you show up with that steadiness at handling the chaos that comes at you, that is your reputation. That is your credibility. That is when your worst day becomes your story. Because people aren't going to remember your easy days. They're going to remember the comeback days. They're going to remember the days when you actually try and put forth the effort to shake the dirt off and stand up. Because your worst days are going to be the days that your chapters prove your endurance, that prove your resilience, that prove your growth, that proves your values, that proves your credibility, that proves your identity. And that's what proves who you are. Those worst days, shaking off all that dirt and stepping up, that is what builds your reputation. Shaking off all that crap that comes at you and stepping up, that is what your reputation is built on. Not by avoiding the dirt, not by avoiding your storms in your life, but by walking through them, by stepping on that crap as the next level up and out of your pit. Your reputation is built by walking through your storms, by walking through the crap, building your character, building your story, building your credibility, building your confidence, one step at a time. With each shovel of crap, yeah, I almost said the word. With each shovel of crap that gets thrown at you by life, you shake it off and you step it down onto the ground. Because sooner or later, all that crap that gets shoveled on you, that you shake off, it's going to help you up out of the hole that you're in. Your worst day does not break your reputation. It builds it. Because your reputation is not who you are when life is calm. Your reputation is who you are when life shovels stuff at you. And the thing is that you have withstood more than people have seen. You have owned more stories than people know. You need to start believing in yourself and let yourself win in a way that nobody can ignore. Because life has thrown so much stuff at you. You just got to learn to shake it off and step up and make your next move your loudest one yet. I believe in you. You need to believe in you. Go to my profile, go to my bio, and go join my school community. It is free, where we can try and work with you one-on-one or in a group or more privately to help you overcome some of your life stuff that has challenges. Because when you overcome the life stuff, your business can improve, your work can improve, your life can improve. Heck, I'm even looking at trying and starting a couple of things about how to try and make more money online with AI. Because, well, I'm living proof that I found a way of making AI work for me nicely. So go to my profile, join my school community. It's free. It's been lovely talking to you tonight. You guys have an excellent evening. Believe in yourself. Because when you start believing in yourself, you can start building yourself. Have a great night, people.